Hello, y'all. Welcome back to the Ashley Show. I'm back. Thank you for watching. I was thinking about something in my head, and I was like, why don't I make a video about it? I mean, I think it's about that time I create a new video. So, yeah, I put on some makeup. It's really bad. And lip gloss, and I know the lip gloss is gonna distract the guys, but I did it so I can get more views. I attract the views with lip gloss, so that's what I did. Aside from that, update on my arm, I am out of the spleen, and I missed my first physical therapy appointment. It was on like May 29th, right? So I missed it, but I only missed it by like an hour, and they said, oh, we're gonna reschedule for you. The appointment was on May 29th. They rescheduled it for June 29th. And I was like, are you kidding me? A whole month? And it was like, yeah, because but we could put you on a waiting list. And I was like, okay, yeah, put me on the waiting list. But they never called for an earlier appointment. So I went to my first physical therapy appointment. What day was this? June 29th. I freaking forgot. Like, I'm so like duh. And I had this really funny guy. He was so nice and funny and making me laugh. And he was so cool, and like he didn't care about like certain things, and he made me feel really comfortable. He was like, I'm gonna have to see you every 2 weeks for the next until October. And I was like, I get to see you every time? Like, this is great. So I'm really happy about that. But he told me to do a couple stretches, which I've been keeping up with. Today is, oh, I forgot to say today's date. Today is Friday, July 2nd, 2021. The time is now, who gives a damn? That's like my friend Manny. He goes, it doesn't matter. Every time, it doesn't matter. Anyways, so the idea that popped into my head was, I'm in full-fledged mom mode for the rest of my life. Like, seriously, like, until, like, I go through a midlife crisis or something, I'm never gonna drink again. I'm never gonna party again. Like, the whole nightlife scene, like, that's like the last. Like, I still kind of like walking through the streets on a Friday night. In my neighborhood, it's like every like, it's like a club scene down there in the Lower East Side, and that, it still turns me on. Like, I still wish I could walk into a bar, buy a drink, meet some new people, just have a great old time, and that's the way it used to be back in the day. There's right before I made this video, this is when the idea came into my head. I was drinking some Pepsi earlier in a big ass cup, like this big, 21-ounce cup or 22-ounce, whatever. And it was warm. The Pepsi was warm, so I put ice in it. I finished the last of the soda after being on Facebook for 22 hours. I mean, for like an hour. I drank the Pepsi with melted ice, and I got a flashback to when I used to drink mixed drinks. And you know how you have like, at the end of the drink, the end of your cup, like, it's like melted ice and some soda. You taste a little bit of the alcohol left. It's like barely there, but it's lingering, and it lingers on your tongue. So I had that flashback, and I could have sworn I tasted alcohol on my tongue when I drank that last sip of Pepsi, it was Pepsi, and I was just like, and then like I imagine like doing it again, like spending long nights, at a party and drinking alcohol mixed with, mixed drinks with ice, and I cringed. I literally cringed because I could not stand the idea of tasting alcohol. The party scene is done for me. Like, I could probably hang out with a few friends. Like, I do that now. Like, if I ever get to hang out, which is rare, and they decide to drink or smoke, I don't, like, if they pass me the blunt, I say, oh, no, thanks, I don't smoke. Or the last time I hung out, because I rather drink than smoke weed, I drank a couple beers. And I went home at 12 a.m. Like, I went home early. I told my friend before I got there, because she likes to, like, keep me for, like, as long as she can. We end up getting into a fight just so I could leave her house. Anyways, I left at 12 a.m. and I got home. I went straight home, and I went straight to bed. I was twisted off of those 4 wine coolers, and I woke up at 1 p.m. the next day, like 1:45 the next day, because I was super hungover. And I felt so bad because I had so many things planned for like the week, and I had a late start to the beginning of the week, and I just felt so bad, and it kind of lingered for the rest of the week. Like, I didn't do nothing on Monday, and I didn't do nothing on Tuesday. And this was like a few weeks ago. Like, I hung out with her Sunday night into Monday morning, which was actually just 12 a.m. Like, it's just literally Sunday night. And I felt like kind of like hungover for like 2 whole days. And it was just 4 beers. Because I gave her, like, it was a 6-pack. And she liked it so much. She took 2 of them. I even gave her the second one. I was like, you gotta have another one. It's so good. Anyways, I had fun, though. It was good vibes. I love that girl. That's my bestie right there. Anyways. And I was twisted. I mean, I had a good sleep. But I didn't wake up out of that sleep for like 13 hours. You know what I mean? Like, that is the worst when you're a mom and you have things to do for your child and you can't take care of them because you're hungover all the time. I'm never drinking again. Like, I can't, my body doesn't process it the same way it used to when I was like young and had a lot of energy and I was like testing my limits. Like, I know my limit now. It's just water. Water with a spritz of lemon. And I outdrank my brothers though. For New Year's, I definitely outdrank my brothers. One of my brothers brought home a black label, but it was like a white one, so I was like, white label, and they were all like wincing at the shots, and I'm just like, but I wasn't as bad as them, and I drank more than them. I know my brothers can't drink. I could drink, but my tolerance is like beneath, like my tolerance is like under my knees right now, where my knees are at. I gotta bring it back up, so when we get to that point where I could drink with my brothers, you know, I'll be able to outdrink them. But I don't want to drink with them. I'm afraid because they get angry. I'm a happy drunk. They are angry drunks. Anyways, I still want to outdrink my brothers again. That was so much fun. I don't even remember what happened. I had like 3 different types of alcohol that night. I remember I had some Bacardi, but it was dark Bacardi. And then they gave me the white label, and it was like kind of like colored, but it wasn't dark. It was just like yellowish, like beige. Anyways, the party is over for me. I'm not gonna be a mom anymore. I mean, erase that. I'm not gonna go to parties anymore. I'm not gonna hang out all night and pee in between parked cars. Cause there's nowhere to go to pee. Or in a staircase, pee in someone's staircase. Those are the good old days, man. I did all that. I'm 29 now. I think I'm past my prime to be doing that. And if I did go out and do that, a lot of people will look down on me because I'm not young anymore. Excuse me, I'm getting off of a cold. I need some water. Water! So, this reminded me of another incident which happened like last night. I was walking home from work at like 10:30 p.m. and it's Thursday night, so the party for the weekend has just begun. And I was I hear voices, so I hear this. I feel like they're talking directly to me, sending me messages, right? Like it could be my subconscious, or like somebody else that is probably one of my exes that's still there. Like he's hanging out, hovering over me, like watching my every move, because he's like psychic in a way, so he sees everything I see. I don't know what it's called, man. I don't know what it's called. Sorcery or some shit. Anyways, I try not to believe in that stuff. When I was younger, I believed all of it. I believed in all of that shit. I was like, cool. But now you gotta limit yourself. Like, you can't, like, believe in God. You can't believe in Jesus Christ on one side and then believe, like, in the tarots on the other. Like, you can't have both. They don't coincide. Like, one's gotta be higher than the other, or if it's really bad, it just shouldn't exist. Like, it should only be, like, a ladder of like goodness. Like down here is like good morals, then up here is like loving, is like generosity and being grateful, and then up here is like loving Jesus and loving you. It's called joy. Love Jesus, are others, and then yourself. You put others before you, and I agree with that because I've done that my whole life. And I find what's that called? Fulfillment. I find a lot of fulfillment and gratitude in helping others and putting others before myself, because when it comes to me, I like freeze up and I don't know what to do to help myself. If I see somebody else having a problem, I jump to their side. I jump to their aid, or if somebody in my house needs something, like my brother needs soap, I'm like, oh, he's running out of soap, I should go buy some more. Like, those are the kind of things I do. Or, oh, the dishes aren't being done, I don't think my mom wants to do the dishes, so I'll do the dishes. What else? Oh, the other day my brother left something that belongs in the fridge outside of the fridge, and I told him, and he was like, gee, thanks for saying it out loud. I'm like, I should have just did that quietly. But I wanted him to know that I'm doing it. That's the problem. I have a lot of, like, I need a lot of, I would say recognition for the things I do. Like, I feel like I'm not appreciated enough. But I'm learning to deal with that and to just be humble and do things quietly. But I do like when people say thank you. Like when I do the dishes and my mom says, thank you for doing the dishes, I'd be like, So I'm walking down the street. I'm like right before you cross First Avenue. And there's like a bar there. It's a crazy ass bar. That shit looks scary as fuck. I will never ever go in there. No matter how old I get, I will never go in there. Anyways, it looks like a demonic, like they worship Satan in that bar. And I'm not with this shit. Anyway, some guy standing in front of the bar is talking to another woman. He's talking to a woman, a younger woman. And he goes, this is what he says. He's talking to her sideways. He goes, "You're 29 years old. That's my age. And you don't have nothing to show for it." And I'm walking by as he says it. So I heard just those words. And I don't hear nothing else. And I'm like, damn, they're talking shit about me. The voices are trying to make me think bad about myself again. But I was like, I got my son though, and he's beautiful. No, I said I got my beautiful son though. Like in my head, I'm like, I got my beautiful son though. And then the next guy that turns the corner, I'm like I'm walking down the corner, about to cross the street, and this guy cuts in front of me, and he's just looking all smiley, like walking, like, I'm like, oh, he's weird. But I'm like, why would you be smiling like that? And I'm like, probably because of what I said, because my son is beautiful. I may not have anything to my name, like a degree. I have 2 licenses. I have a bartender's license, which I got at 18. And I got a security license, which I have to renew every 2 years, and I've renewed once. And this year I'm going to renew it again, but it costs mad money, but it's still worth it. Like, speaking of my son, he knows just when to jump in. Come here. Oh no, you don't got no clothes on. Go away. Go away. He still jumps in. He still comes in here, jumps on the bed. Come here, Poopy. Watch the tripod. Don't touch that. That's my beautiful boy. That's my beautiful boy that makes me so happy. Now you got lip gloss on your face. Go over there. Go over there. Go over there. He's like, you're letting me go in your bed? Yeah, I do not let him go in the bedroom during the day while he's awake, because what are you doing? Because he likes to do crazy shit. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I have a shelf next to the window. Stop. And he likes to, like, take all the stuff off from on top of it and stand on the shelf that is next to the window. And I'd be like, no! And I know, like, and I leave him in here sometimes, like, but I check on him every 2 minutes. Like, I'm always popping my head in here. And sometimes he's sneaky. Like, he's real sneaky. Like, he'll real quick. Real quick, like, he'll be sitting down, and I go away, and he does everything so quick. And I notice because the stuff is off of the shelf and on my bed. He has a beautiful laugh. And it's on my bed, but when I go back, he's like sitting still with the pillow on top of him, like he never moved. And the tablet is right there, like he never moved. But then, like, I go back, and then, like, he's gone. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you were. And then, like, once I see the stuff, like, I have, like, a little basket on the shelf. Once I see that on my bed, and then he puts it in different places on my bed, too. So, like, if I'm only looking at him from outside my room, like, right next to the door, like, I can't see it if it's, like, in a certain part of my bed. So he's sneaky. He's smart. That's not good. He gets that from his father, not me. I was a good kid. My makeup is so uneven. You guys are all judging me in the YouTube world. I'm ranked like the last YouTuber. Anywho, so I was like, boom, I got my son, my beautiful son. And then I started thinking negative. Like, it's like the enemy, you know, Satan downstairs. Stop. Oh, I thought you were gonna do something. It's like he tries to put evil thoughts in my head. He does that to people. If you ever think a negative thought, it's not you. Trust me, it's not you. It's the enemy. So, el Señor reprenda. So what happens is I start thinking negative, and I go, oh, but he's autistic, but he's still smart. Like, he may not talk, he may not eat with a fork and a spoon, but he has a good sense of humor. He makes me laugh. Like, he does some funny things. He knows he has like a special gift for like, it's like, I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or if it's an accident, but he does like certain things that you would think that he's genius for. Like one time, he had a whole bunch of different cars, and what he used to do was he used to line them up, which is a symptom of autism. Quiet, thank you. He used to line them up. But at one time, he lined them up by size order, from smallest to biggest. And I couldn't take a picture of it because my phone was charging. And I was like, okay, he's got something. And then another time, during the pandemic, Chris, see what he's doing? You see what he's doing? He's doing exactly what I was just talking about. He's taking the basket off of the shelf, and he's about to start standing on the shelf next to the window. Yeah, play with that. Anyways. So, boom. Another time. During the pandemic, his school, he goes to a special school. His school sent us, like, school supplies. And like toys, like puzzles, and one of it was different colored teddy bears, like big and small. So let me tell you what this boy did, and I took a picture of it. He had red, blue, yellow, green, right? Those are the colors of the little plastic teddy bears. They're like this big, and he lined them up on the window, but he lined them up in the perfect color pattern. Christopher, can you stop that? Jeez. Forgive me for yelling at my son on YouTube, but he better not put that in his mouth. Anyways, he lined them up perfectly. I have the picture to prove it, and it's somewhere in my cloud. I'm going to show it to you one day. Chris, what are you doing? This little boy, he doesn't stop. Anyways. I want to kill him. Nah, I'm just joking. That's how I look though, right? Like, I want to kill him. Nah, I don't want to kill him. He lined them up like red, blue, green, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow, just like that. I was like, I caught that. I was like, oh, that's a pattern. I'm taking a picture of this one. Like, he does really smart things, and you think like he was like borderline genius, but like that's his autism spectrum disorder thing, that he's kind of a genius, but he doesn't know it. Like, he doesn't know I don't know what it's called. I know there's a name for it. It's like an accident, but it's like borderline genius. Like, he's only 5. I mean, he was only 4 at the time, right? He was only 4 at the time. He didn't learn about patterns in class yet. They don't learn about patterns in pre-K. Do they? If so, put me on. Let's argue. But the point is, I'm 29 years old. I don't have nothing to show for it except for a baby. And then it hit me. Babies are easy to get. Okay, if you're a female, you're gonna have a baby one time in your life. You know, you're gonna have a baby. It's so freaking easy. If you're fertile, if your parents had more than 2 kids, chances are you're gonna have a kid in your life. And it's easy. You just do something that everyone does. That you just have sex and you don't wear a condom, and 9 months later you end up having another human being born into this world that you are responsible for. And it's a blessing. And I know he's gonna be good. I know he's gonna, like, be fine. Like, he's gonna start talking. And he's gonna mold into a well-adjusted adult. Hopefully, I'm just saying. You know, I'm not even a well-adjusted adult. I have emotional, like, retardation. Like, if somebody, like, jokes around at work, I take that shit seriously. Like, I really die on the inside. Like, while they're cracking jokes on me. And I don't realize that they mean it in, like, a brotherly, like, joke clowning around sort of way. Like, I feel like everybody hates me. That's what I think. But I'm working on that. That's the end of my show. That's what I was thinking about today. I put on makeup just for this show. Look, this side is better. That side, oh, kiss it? No, I'm not gonna let you see it. I'm never gonna let you see it again. Alright, anyways. Whoa. This tripod is about to fucking collapse and shit. I was playing around too much. I'm trying to straighten it. Oh, let me, there you go. Wait, ooh. That's better. If it was crooked the whole time, like, even slightly, I apologize. Furthermore, this is the end of my show. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please, download my Kindle book, Please Forgive Yourself. It's just a little glimpse into my life. I am rewriting the book and making a second edition so that it's more clearer and concise. It's really, like, I really rushed into publishing that book while I was writing it because I had a dream that I was gonna die in 2 weeks. Like, I had a dream I went to a psychic and she told me I was gonna die in 2 weeks, and I sort of, like, I was kind of believing it and then kind of, like, not believing it. And I was just like, oh, I know that's the enemy. Like, Satan's just trying to put that in my head that I'm gonna die in 2 weeks. And I didn't tell anybody. I just published my book just in case I did end up dying. And that dream was like a year and a half ago. So I have my son, I have my book, I have my talents, I have my friends that I have good memories with. And I know that the little kindness that I give to the world makes a big difference. That's what I have to show for my life, that I've made a difference in at least 100 people's lives. Just in the past 4 years, I started thinking differently, more positive, as you would say, and not only thinking differently, but just, you know, speaking up for people, speaking up for myself. Basically, I'm speaking up and just putting others first. Thank you and goodbye.